Hey, welcome to Aussie Online Growing on Shopify. My name is Rachel and this is episode number 82. This is a bit of a philosophical episode, perhaps you could call it, which is like, are we all becoming influencers? Um, I wanted to chat a little bit about a struggle I'm currently having with my business, my product-based business, and the Aussie Online Growing on Shopify business, which is still in its early days. I'm still building my client base. You can head to my website and book a free discovery call there. I can do an ad account audit for you in Meta. I can manage your ad account for you if you like as well. I've grown my product-based business with email marketing and SEO and Meta, specifically Facebook and Instagram ads. So you can find all that information over at AussieOnlineGrowingOnShopify.com.au because I'm an Aussie small business owner. Perhaps you are too. Perhaps you're starting out and you need some support, or you're a few years down the track, or you've used Facebook ads before and spent a fortune and got no results. Let me do an audit for you of your ad account and let you know where it went wrong and what you did right. But in growing Aussie Online, growing on Shopify, and when I think about my existing product-based business that I'm growing also, are we all becoming influencers? I feel like it's a massive push that pushes us as small business owners, particularly if you are new in the small biz world in Australia with Shopify as a platform, or maybe you sell on Etsy or eBay, or maybe you're growing a service-based business, and you have looking for clients and growing with clients looking for, in a service industry rather than product. We're pushed more and more, to be like the face of our brand. It's really big. If you follow lots of business podcasts like I do, and influencers like I do, and experts in different fields like I do, and I'm sure you do too, it's probably how you've come across my podcast. Lots of the time and lots of the talk is about us as a small business owner being the brand, like the brand, we are the brand, and being the face of the brand. And I'm not sure where the line in the sand is for me. I'm thinking about this as I'm looking to grow Aussie Online, growing on Shopify more, to build my client base. I have a couple of clients. I've been so excited that I have had clients as I'm starting to get myself out there more. But what's the next stage for me in growing? Do I need to be the whole face of the brand? Do I need to become an influencer in my own business? And I land on two sides of this equation. Let me talk to you a little bit about those two sides. So when I think about yes is an answer to that question. Yes, you need to be an influencer. Yes, you need to be the face of your brand. My product-based business is definitely quite a bit that way inclined. I am definitely the face of my brand in my product-based business. But the reason I would answer yes to that question, the first thing and the most significant reason why yes is the answer to that question, if you are wondering that for yourself, is because you should be your ideal customer. If you want people and customers to find you online, to begin that journey of knowing you, liking you, and trusting you, then you need to encapsulate all that it means to be your ideal customer. And you probably already are. That's often how many of us come to starting a business, is that we love something and we turn it from a hobby into a small business idea, or we want to grow in an area that we already love ourselves, which is ideal because it makes creating content so much easier. There's less friction that we have to battle against because we already love what we do and what we talk about. So in the question of are we all becoming influencers, if you are asking that question for yourself, I encourage you to think about that. Where do you land on the side of that question? If the answer is yes, then I believe the reason is that because we need to be able to connect with our customers and our ideal customers, and you need to find clients and your ideal clients. So who are they? They're probably a bit like you. They probably have similar frustrations to you, and you can solve a problem for them, create a solution and market it to them, and get customers and or clients from that solution that you've created from a problem that you also personally had. Which is why I think many of us, if you're a woman in business in Australia, tend to lean towards women inspired businesses, women backed, women launched and managed and owned and created because that's who we are. So that's who we want to serve, and that's who we feel we would buy products from, is somebody like us. So that seems like an obvious, like, yeah, we do need to be influencers in this new world. Like the push everywhere online to get out there more online, show yourself more online, be more vulnerable online is everywhere around us, isn't it? I feel like it's everywhere around me. And many of the experts I listen to and people who way down the track from me from growing a business online, whether product-based or service-based, definitely lean that way. And many of them are the face of their brand. I'll also say many of them are women, of course, because that's who I follow as well. But the other side of the coin, which is what I've been thinking about, is if the answer to this question is no. So do you need to be an influencer? Do we all need to be influencers? If the answer to this question is no, I think the reasons for that answer is, it's not as clear cut maybe, but I feel it in my soul. And I feel that the reason the answer might be no for me with Aussie Online growing on Shopify is that we can be pushed to share far too much online. I feel like in the pursuit of building a community around you, I'm using air quotes if you're just listening to the audio, a community around you, in the push to build a community and build trust and familiarity with our customers, potential clients, we are encouraged to bear all online and to share many parts of our personal life online, and ourselves and our families and our homes and our struggles. And I'm not comfortable with that. I feel like the line in the sand of where that line used to be 5 years ago or 10 years ago of what was expected of us as small business owners to succeed online has moved a lot further along, and I feel like we're encouraged and expected to share far more now from coaches, from bigger influencers, of course, and from bigger experts of how to grow a business online, is to share more of that, to connect more on a personal level, to share more of our personal life and our personal struggles and what's going on in our lives. And I don't know, I love that solution. I don't know it's the only solution either. There are plenty of brands around and you would shop from them every day. You may have bought something this morning from a brand that you do not know the owner of. Hence, well, I've got my takeaway Macca's coffee sitting here in front of me. I don't know who owns the McDonald's I bought that from. Sure, I see the McDonald's brand, but I don't know the brand, the owner personally, and I don't need to see the owner personally to shop at the store. So I guess I wanted to do this episode because I've been thinking a lot about this the last couple of days, and specifically another podcast I listened to really got me my cogs thinking about this question, because she was sharing about how to grow online, to grow on Facebook and Instagram and TikTok and YouTube, all the platforms, that we are all across every day. She was saying that we need to share more of our personal life online. People and customers want to connect with us personally. So what did you have for breakfast? And where are you off to today? Are you shopping today? What are your kids up to today? Are you away on holidays? Are you at home? Did you have a fail when you're making dinner? Do you have lots of laundry? Can you share about, that and make a connection with your customers because it's funny and relatable? And I just balk at it. I really can't. I cannot come to love that concept as the only solution to being successful with an online business. I can't. I just cannot believe that is true, because I don't want to be an influencer. And I'm sure probably, I'm going to say like 99% of you listening probably don't want to be an influencer either. We need to be real and relatable and be able to connect with our customers, of course. But do we need to bear all online and be the only way to grow a Facebook page or an Instagram profile or a TikTok account? Is that the only way? I cannot believe that's possibly true. I don't believe it's true. And I guess I was a bit frustrated to hear this podcast episode around that was really the main point of how to grow online. And it's not even a new thought. Hey, like if you've been looking at starting a business, or you've been growing an e-commerce business or a service-based business here in Australia for a while, for a few years or whatever, I'm sure you hear it everywhere all the time. And you potentially grown your business that way as well, in which case that's so good. I'm like honestly really happy for you. I guess this isn't an episode to diss anybody else. It may be coming across that way, but I really don't mean it. I guess I'm trying to find that path for myself. I'm trying to decide how much I really want to be the face of the brand and how much I would rather be the owner and the strategist and the marketing expert and have other people in those roles and employed in those roles as being the face of the brand rather than me. I just don't know I want to be. And I don't know how much I want my brands, plural, because I had 2 brands. I sold one last year. And now I just have one e-commerce brand, and Aussie Online growing on Shopify is becoming its own brand too. So that's growing. How much of that do I want to be about me and my personal life? Like, I get really stuck with what's valuable to my customer and my clients. There's a point at which connection is important, but hello, like I'm on video now, and you're probably listening to me. Like audio and video is massively connectedness. Like it's like I don't know that I need to share what we ate for dinner last night or the current disaster and the construction site that my house is turning into. Like how much of that really is necessary for business success? That's where I'm trying to decide for myself where that line in the sand is. I think it's important to decide. I think it's an important question to ask yourself and to make a determination about it for yourself. And I'm not arguing that. I would not argue that if I share a photo of myself anywhere on social media with product, it just gets better traction and better reach because that's the way the algorithm works. Like I'm not arguing that it doesn't work. I guess I'm trying to decide where I'm comfortable with that. How much am I comfortable with? How much of me being the whole brand do I want my businesses to be? And how much do I want to have other people as part of the brand and deliver quality to my customers and things they actually want and need and value in their life? Because do they really care that much about me and my life? I would think probably not. Some people, sure, they do. And I'm not vacant from that position in my business at all, but I don't want to be everything. I don't want to live my life online. And maybe that's where I'm struggling with this other expert I was listening to about in an episode she was sharing. She really lives online. Like she's online all the time. It doesn't sound healthy. Much less healthy for us. So I don't know. I'm wondering what you think about this. This is a very, like I said, philosophical episode. It's a bit out there, a bit different. I've just chucked it in my little schedule here off the cuff because it's what I've been thinking a little bit about for the last couple of days and where I feel I want to take Aussie Online growing on Shopify as a brand. And I don't want to be the influencer of it. Whatever you listen to from me, I believe needs to be valuable for you in your business where you're at. And I hope this episode is that valuable for you because there's so many aspects to being a business owner. Hey, so many aspects. It's what I love most about it. There's always new things to learn and to try, which is what I really love about owning a couple of businesses, is growing and learning and trying and experimenting. So this is just an episode about another aspect of it. What do you share online? And when I think about my product-based business, what I do find gets a lot of traction online and is worth doing is pushing my customers to the forefront. So featuring my customers, celebrating my customers, sharing their experiences, their reviews of me, their work, their creations, their struggles or trials. So pushing my customers to the forefront of the brand because they are the customer, that's definitely valuable. So I guess I try and lean heavy with that. I try and feature my customers a lot in the mix because I don't want to be the only person that they see all the time or the only point of connection with my brand as being me. I don't want to rely on a photo of the coffee I had this morning as necessary to grow my brands and to grow online because I don't know that it is necessary. So if you do that, that's fine. Like I said, it's not a dissing anybody. I guess it's questioning whether that stuff is actually necessary to grow online, or is there a balance or a different avenue or some other things you can do? Like when I think about a couple of the creators on YouTube that I love to follow, in some crafting niches that I love for myself. I don't actually ever see their, I rarely see their face. One creator in the UK I follow online, I only saw her face in a video not long ago, but for many years I just see her creating. So her camera is on her work and she's talking through it. It's a voiceover. So there, and I've never really thought about it. I've never thought that I don't see her and her kids, or where she lives, or when she went shopping, or her car broke down last week. Like I've never thought that I missed that from her, or that I don't have a connection with her as a brand because that's not there. So there's ways, I believe, I'm sure there is, and I've continued to explore those more and more as I'm growing this brand and I continue to grow my existing brand. And whenever I get around to starting a new e-commerce store, I said I'd do that in 2024, but man, I know we're not halfway through the year, but it doesn't feel like halfway through the year. This year is flying by quicker than I can keep up. So I may regret saying that I'm starting a new e-commerce brand this year as we get towards November and December, because I guess I'm keen to grow Aussie Online growing on Shopify more probably than a new e-commerce brand. But we'll see. Maybe I will. Maybe I've got plenty of time yet still, I suppose. I shouldn't make that decision just yet. But when I think about starting a new e-commerce brand, a new Shopify store with a new pixel, a new Facebook account, a new Instagram account, a new website, the whole lot, I am asking myself how much I want to be part of the brand and the face of the brand, and how much I want to share online. So I encourage you to think about that for yourself too. I hope this episode's been just a little bit helpful for you. Maybe it spurred a couple of questions for yourself in your own building a brand online pursuits, whether it's e-com or service-based industry, whether you're B2B or B2C. Let me know your thoughts. Like, send me a message through socials, or send me an email through the website. You can find me at Aussie Online Growing on Shopify.com.au, because I'm a small Aussie business owner. So if you are as well, reach out. I'd love to hear from you. I'd love to have the opportunity to do an audit of your Facebook account. If you don't know what's working and what's not working, reach out to me through the website. I've got a case study to share with you next week of an audit I did for someone recently, and she's given me permission to share. So I'll go through those stats on the next episode. Have a lovely day, everybody, and I'll see you next time. As always, hey, you are the captain of your own ship and you are the business owner. It's your business. Do with it whatever you want to and build however you want to. But fundamentally, as my little catchphrase, as always, keep learning.